rant, vlog, honestly, who knows at this point. So I'm at my mom's house, pet sitting. She has 2 cats, a Dalmatian, which was originally mine. And then when I moved out, I was like, can I keep him? And she was like, no, because I paid for all of his vet bills. And he actually had to get an obstruction one time because I don't even know what he swallowed. I think it was a part of a toy or something. It basically just looked like an avocado seed, but it wasn't an avocado seed. I think it was plastic. And even the vet was like, I don't know what it is. We took him to a bunch of different doctors because he wouldn't eat for days. And all of the doctors kept being like, we don't know what's wrong with him. He's fine. Just take him home. He's gonna be all good. And my gut was telling me, this motherfucker is not good. I don't want my child to die. Also, the lighting in my parents' house is like very harsh. There's a lot of natural lighting in my place, and I forgot how much I didn't like it because I used to film like YouTube videos in middle school and stuff like that, which are all erased from history now. Thank you. And I remember it always being so hard to find lighting that I liked because the lighting everywhere just felt horrible. It's not too bad right here, right now. I am filming in my brother's bathroom, which was previously my bathroom, and hopefully he doesn't have any of my social media, because if he knows I'm filming in his bathroom, which was previously my bathroom, he's gonna be like, why are you in my bathroom? And get out. But anywho, Jess! This is my dog. Anyways, yes, he had to get an obstruction, and we took him to so many vets, and finally one vet was like, we're doing an x-ray. There's something stuck in his intestines, and we're gonna do an obstruction surgery. So blah blah blah. He survived. Mom wouldn't let me take it with me. And then my mom also has a Pomsky, which I feel kind of bad because he has a lot of health issues, and Pomskys are just not really healthy in general, which I didn't know that. And it wasn't my dog, so I wasn't supposed to know that. But yeah, Pomskys were like very, very new when my mom got him. I can't believe my babies are so freaking old now. Oh, he's sitting on me. He's sitting on me. I cannot believe, I think Jess is like 9 now, and I can't believe it. And it honestly just feels so weird being back here for pet sitting. It is kind of fun because there's not that many times that I am alone completely in a house or anywhere, because I'm usually at work or with my husband or with my dogs, with my dogs and my husband, because like when I'm not working, we're both home and then my dogs are home. So I'm usually not really alone to just like sit with my thoughts. And I forgot how weird it feels to be alone, which I wasn't alone that often in this house anyways. But when I was, it would feel really weird because at first I would get like depressed and tired. I was doing the laundry because my mom told me to clean, and she did not tell me to do laundry, but I got bored because I was gonna WALK the doggies, but then I got scared of the neighborhood because I haven't WALKED here, he knows the word, so I'm spelling it out, in so long. And I was like, you know what, I don't know, I'm scared, I don't want to get kidnapped. Okay, like this is like, people are like, oh my god, but like things happen all the time and people blah blah blah, you can't live your life in fear. Well, I have lived my entire life in fear, and guess what bitch, I'm gonna fucking keep continuing to live my life in fear. Also, yes, I did the laundry because I was bored, and I cleaned basically everything, and I had to vacuum because she told me to vacuum, but then the vacuum died. So while the vacuum was charging, I just did the laundry, and the laundry just finished. That was the noise. But I'm gonna film this video because I have been alone, and after my little depresso espresso mood, I was like, oh my god, I'm manic now. I want to film because I have been on a content drought for so long. It feels like I was streaming for so long. Well, not so long, because I started in August of 2025. Because I was filming a lot of YouTube videos, but then they kept being too long, and my husband was like, I think you'd be really good at streaming because you say that it's difficult for you to keep your videos short and on topic. I have ADHD, so it was like, if you ramble a lot, I think streaming would be really good for you. So I started streaming, and it was really, really good for me, and I loved getting my thoughts out there. But the problem was I kind of got scared. I got scared because I got too many followers. And not like, oh my god, I'm famous. I think I got maybe like 60 followers, and now I have like 47 at the moment because I stopped streaming for like a month at the time of filming this, and then some people dipped also because my streaming schedule, like I was doing cooking streams, but then it switched to night streams, and then there's I didn't really have a set schedule, so like some people would unfollow me anyways because they didn't really know what I was streaming, and blah blah blah. And then also some people were like spam bot chatters that are like, buy my artwork, and they'd follow me, and I'd be like, no. I'd ignore them, and then they would unfollow me. But yeah, I got scared because, like, I don't know, I am always a person where, like, I don't really care that much about other people's perception of me. I think a huge part of that has to do with being homeschooled for my entire freaking life, which has its blessings and curses. But I am very much a person where the way that I want to look and the way that I want to be perceived all has to do with how I feel about myself, and it doesn't really have to do with how other people view me or think about me, because like I've been wearing eyeliner basically every single day or most days since I was 9 years old. That's literally over a decade. I love eyeliner. I've been wearing this freaking choker, well, not the same one, but I've been wearing a choker like this every single day as well, also since I was around like 11 years old. So and this stuff, it like isn't always in style. I don't even know if it is right now, but it was during the Tumblr era. I think it maybe was around 2020. I don't think it is now. And if everybody told me today eyeliner's ugly, it's disgusting, and you are hard to look at, would I stop wearing eyeliner in public or in private or on social media? No. I would still present the exact same way that I do right now because I like it. And some people, honestly, not like super recently, but people honestly have commented on my social media and stuff telling me that my eyeliner is ugly. Not a lot of people, but a few people every now and then are like, it doesn't suit you, or you should do this or that because it would suit you better. And then I'm just like, girl, this house is fucking scary. I turned on all the freaking lights because I got actually like so scared because it's too dark outside. I'm scared. Guys, I will take you out in a second, okay? I literally, they have to go out all the time. Well, they don't have to, they want to. My doggies are good. I have 2 corgis, and, which, oh my god, I also have to edit vlogs, literally from Thanksgiving and Christmas, that I never finished editing because I was, like, in a weird mood, and, hold on, okay, I'll let you out. The dog that was barking isn't even the dog that needed to go out. What the hell? Okay, yes, so I also need to edit vlogs, and there's some rants that I don't even know if are gonna stay. That's the Pomsky barking. I don't know what the fuck he's doing. But my Dalmatian, I just let him out, or my mom's Dalmatian, because I don't live here anymore. I haven't lived here for like 5 years. He can open the door when he's done going potty, which is kind of scary. And I get scared not watching him in the backyard, but we never really do. Well, like ever since the freaking like 9 years that my parents have had him in the backyard. It's huge and it's dark out there, so you can't really watch them, but my backyard's tiny, so I always watch my corgis when I let them out. And I have solar lights outside, and my mom has no lights, so you can't see shit out there. So hopefully he's good. Hopefully he's good. There was a big storm the other day and it knocked a bunch of people's fences down. Like, Florida weather is freaking bipolar as hell, or borderline, should I say, like myself, which I think is very fitting of me to live here. Yes. So real. It was like 100 freaking degrees. It was so hot. And then it was rainy. It had a storm. There was a tornado warning. Basically everybody's fences got knocked down except mine and my mom's. But we don't live like that close. Okay, hold on. He needs to come back in. He can open the door, but he can't. I'm just gonna let him in anyways. You know what I'm thinking? I think I should pull a Trisha Paytas on her original channel where she doesn't edit her videos, basically. Because I'm kind of like on a roll, like there's some pauses I'm getting up, but it's not like, I don't know, I don't really feel like I need to edit that much. It's just a little like ranty rant video. But anyways, oh my god, I don't know what I was talking about. Oh my god, my headphones are connected. And I'm gonna be so fucking for real. If I was talking this whole entire time and the microphone is connected to my headphone microphone, which is ass, and you can't hear anything I'm saying, I'm gonna be so mad. And it's gonna ruin my whole mood. But you know what? That scared me so bad. But you know what? I'm not, I'm just gonna keep talking. I don't even want to check because it's gonna ruin the flow state that I'm in right now. Anyways, oh yes, Florida, weather being borderline, yes, storm. Now it's 40 degrees. I don't know what's going on. But oh yeah, and some of the vlogs that I haven't edited yet, I don't know if it's gonna make the final cut or not, but I really wanted a second dog. And now I have one. But I really wanted one. I was ranting about really wanting a rough collie because I really did. But the more I was thinking about it, I was like, it might be a little bit too big for my living space. It's not super, my living space is really tiny. But I love herding breeds. I feel like I'm really compatible with them. They're really compatible with me. They're pretty easy to train, at least for me. Like all dogs and breeds have their own certain difficulties, but it was just like the best fit for me. But the more I was thinking about it, there was literally like no rough collies in my area. I was like, and then also because they're bigger, they would be more expensive. I don't really have the space for them. And then I thought it might be a little bit too big for my corgi, so I was like, okay, since there's not really any that I can buy in my area anyways, not even rescues, I'm gonna go with a different breed. I was thinking, same. Anyways, so yeah, if you see some clips in vlogs that are talking about me wanting a second dog when you've already seen videos where I have a second dog, it's because it's old and I take forever to edit shit. He farted on me. This is disgusting. Literally, I saw in Jess and Balto's food container that there was like a fart supplement to stop farting. And then I was like, you know what? That's gross, but I get it because he's farted on me so many fucking times today. And if he shits on me, I'm gonna cry, but it's okay. I feel like he never farted this much before I left, but whatever. Anywho, yeah, so I did get a second doggy. I got a corgi again. I wanted a black corgi, but I decided on just like a standard corgi color, like blonde, red, white corgi. But I got it. I got a girl. I named her Bonnie. She was in my area. There was one I was gonna get, but like she was kind of sketchy and she wasn't letting me meet where she lived, and she just kept making up a bunch of excuses, and I was like, affordable, but I don't really trust the health of your corgi. And then she was also talking about how like her husband was a cop and in the military, and that's why they can't meet at the house. And I was like, I'm a little scared. For me. And anyways, and she also wasn't answering her text messages, but she was only answering on the site. So I went with a different corgi. There's lots of videos of her online, and I was a little scared like the first day. My corgi that I already had, who's Buddy, he's 3, he wasn't being mean or anything, but he wasn't being playful, and he is pretty introverted, so that's normal. I expected him to love her right away because he really likes girl dogs, but he also is super introverted and doesn't like his space being invaded, so he was just a little not mean but or anything, but like not like super into her. But now it's been about 9 days and they're besties. They've been playing all day and I miss them so bad. Like, I love that I get to like have my time to be alone while I'm pet sitting my mom's pets, and I can film this video and be as loud as I want and do whatever for the time being for like a day. But I miss my babies, I miss my children so freaking much. And my husband's been sending me videos of them playing all day, and I miss them so much. I miss them so much, and I'm really sad because I'm gonna work not tomorrow, the day after tomorrow. Oh, okay, girl. But yeah, oh yeah, Twitch. Anyways, yeah, I haven't really been streaming because I've been getting a little bit insecure because, as I was saying, I really only care about my perception of myself for most of my life. But there are times throughout my life, short periods, where I do get insecure and I care about what other people think about me, and I don't really know why that happens. And I don't know what it was, but I just sort of started caring what other people thought about me, and I cared too much about what I looked like and the way that I was perceived. And I also cared about how interesting I was, if I was doing enough, if I was doing too much. I cared about having a really strict streaming schedule, but then but my whole entire streaming thing was that oh my god, just please, can you anyways, but my whole entire thing was that I just streamed whenever I wanted, and that's what made it so fun, because I would just like rant whenever I felt like ranting, and that's why people liked watching me. But then I was like, oh, I don't know, I just started getting too in my head about it, and yeah, and then there was like a whole thing where what is going on in this house? This house creeps me out. Anyways, there's like this whole thing where I was posting something on my story, a repost, about knowing your legal rights for the things that are going on in the world right now, because I care about stuff. I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube, okay, I'm scared. And then I got a really racist DM from somebody who watched me, and I was like, but you follow me on Twitch and on Instagram, and I don't talk about it all the time, but like I'm Filipino, like how can you think this way about people of color and then follow me? And then I don't know, and then there was just so many things going on in the world and in my country, America, you know what I'm talking about, things that affect me, things where I could be racially profiled, even though like I was born here, everything's like legally fine, but like I just get scared, and even not about me, I get so scared about other people, and it was just stressing me out so much that I was just like, how am I supposed to stream and act like everything's fine when there's so many things that are happening in the world that or like in my country and in my area that are not fine right now? And then it would stress me out because I would see other people talk about it, and they would not give a fuck, and I would be like, okay, but like genuinely, how can you not care at all? Or people would act like it wasn't happening, and they wouldn't even give an opinion, and it's just like, I don't think that people have to have an opinion on every single thing that's going on in the world, like a public opinion, you know? But I think there are certain things that are really important that happen in the world that affect everybody, and if you're very, very silent on it and you don't even have any sort of statement, any opinion, you don't even want to mention it at all. I don't know if I'm articulating how I'm feeling correctly, but there's a phrase that a friend to all is a friend to none, and I feel like that's very, very fitting. Like, you can't appeal to everyone. I don't know how to explain it. Like I feel like there's some streamers that just try to appeal to every single person and try to not have any opinion that's too strong because they're really scared of losing views or engagement. And I feel like that just makes them very shallow. It doesn't make them deep. I don't know, it makes them feel like a fucking sim, and it was stressing me out. And then I also wasn't sure what I was allowed to say, and then I was also like really scared because I'm like, oh my god, but like what if people get mad at me and they like mass report me or something, and then I can never stream again because they don't like my freaking opinion, even though it's like it's not a crazy one to have. Like if I'm like, oh hey, like I think people deserve to be alive, and then people yeah, you get what I mean. And then I stopped streaming. But I do want to stream again. I don't really but then I also like wanted to wait until I stopped caring about what other people thought about me. And I think I'm doing a little bit better at that because I was like, I don't even know like why the fuck I care, because I want to do more streams where I do trad goth makeup, which is something that I've been wanting to do since last year, and I did it once, but I want to do more. But I was getting insecure because I was like, oh my god, but people are gonna not like that I have acne, because obviously you start the video not being in trad goth makeup, you start it like being only in like eyeliner or something, or like a little bit of makeup or no makeup. But then I was like, oh my god, but like what if people comment on my acne? And I was like, bitch, you've had acne since you were 9 years old. It's genetic. It's not gonna go away if you have acne in a video. Who fucking cares? But I would just, I don't know, I would just get anxious. And then I also wanted to edit those videos into YouTube videos and then also into shorts as well. So, you know, like what should be like really cool, like I could do a trad goth makeup video on Twitch doing a different like makeup look, and I would have the picture on the side of the makeup look that I was trying to do. I could rant, game, do whatever, and then the VOD, I could edit it into a YouTube video and voice it over and like say what I'm doing and what products I'm using. And then for that video, I could edit it down into a short or a reel and then just put music over it. And yeah, so you know, like multitasking, right? I thought that would be really fun, and I do need to do that. And right now it might be the mania, but I'm feeling like I can do more. And yeah, which is I have to burp. Anyways, yeah, which is why I'm filming a video right now, because I'm feeling inspired. What was I gonna say? Oh no, I don't remember. Oh yeah, one thing that I really wanted to do is I want to get better at sewing. I just like know the basics. I have a sewing machine. I've been scared to use it because like every single time I've tried to use a sewing machine, well, not every time, but a lot of times the needle will jam, and I had to buy a whole new sewing machine years ago because my needle jammed so bad that the sewing machine place couldn't fix it. And then I bought a new one, and then the needle has jammed a few times in that, and it's kind of like freaked me out. So I thought it would be fun to like learn how to sew something simple on stream and then get more advanced and more detailed. But one of the things about like my insecurities, which is like I was like too worried about how I would look on stream, like sitting in weird positions and like measuring fabric and stuff like that. I was like, oh no, but what if I look weird doing that? And then I was like, girl, what the fuck do you care? Life ain't about all that. It's not that serious. Like, if someone's gonna judge you for that, they're not even, then they're not worth your time anyways. But then I'm not really sure where to set up my camera to show everything, because I could use my computer camera, but then the microphone and everything wouldn't really reach where my sewing machine is. And maybe I could move my sewing machine table closer to where the, like where my whole like monitor Twitch setup is, or I could use my phone to stream instead, but then that dies fast, and it can overheat sometimes, so I'm not really sure. And then also, I know people do, I just don't know how. Like on my phone, I can, like on your phone, I want to have a YouTube video playing on the side showing the tutorial that I'm watching, and I know how to do that on my computer, but I don't know how to do that when I'm streaming on a phone. And I know other people do, but I don't know how they do it. And I tried looking it up and I get really confused, like I'm not very tech savvy. Literally the only game I played was Date Everything, Cross You Road, and Dead by Daylight. Not a good gamer. And I only got a computer because it was my husband's old computer and he gave it to me so I could stream. So yeah, I gotta go put the laundry in the dryer now, and then I have to vacuum and lose my mind and maybe edit some vlogs or not. Okay, bye. Maybe you'll see me, maybe you won't.